Hello everybody, Airhead here. Welcome back to Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. We're starting up at the file select screen because there's some stuff I want to show off. Don't worry, this is still episode 2, you're not on episode 1. So starting off with the file, you can pick your sub-game here. Just some of the ones that you can play during the main game. You got the sound test, where you can listen to some music. Got Vegetable Valley, Ice Cream Island, and it plays all the music you can get, and even plays sound effects. You get the inhale, you get the shooting out, just some little things you can do. And you can erase your file if you really want to, but I'm not going to do that. And then you can see next to the little picture, you get a percent mark. For each about 10%, you'll get a new title. Right now I'm at 5%, so that is the water drop. And then another just little tip, a little piece of trivia. When the game first starts up, there's the little sequence where all the Kirbys run in on the screen. There are 120 Kirbys that run in on screen, which is kind of funny. I like to think that's how, just showing off how many sprites they can fit on the screen at one time, because Kirby's Adventure for the NES, it lagged a ton. It was one of the later games, and the NES couldn't handle it very well sometimes. So we're just gonna get back into file 1, going back into things. And now we're starting off with Ice Cream Island, level 2. And if you notice, the screen around the title is Indigo. Ice Cream Island Indigo, and the little level 2 title card is Indigo. And if we go back, you'll see Vegetable Valley is Violet. So keep that in mind as we go through the game. So let's go ahead and get started. Sorry for the long wait. Let's get on in. So here we have Ice Cream Island, first level. And now I wanted to talk about a little more why I decided to play Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland for the first time, for my first LP. Well, as I said, near and dear to my heart. First Kirby game I ever played. I played this, it came out in 2002. By the way, this is a Peppy Tonic, restores 2 health. In most other games it is known as a Pet Brew, but in this game it is a Peppy Tonic. So just going back, and we have the Parasol ability, that's new. Just one attack. Oof, ow, okay. Just don't want to show that off. Getting a little distracted. Well, okay, that's fine, we'll get another one. So first Kirby game I played came out in 2002, which means I was playing this back when it came out, and I was like 7 years old. I've been playing this for 15 years. I'm 22. And here we have, a Scarfy. These things are evil. If you try and suck them in, they go ballistic and chase after you. So you can't suck them in and then they explode. A good way to handle them is to shoot an air puff at them if you don't have an ability. So we're just gonna keep moving along. I never introduced these guys. This is a Sword Knight. Something special about them is they can reflect projectiles sometimes with their sword. Sometimes they don't though, and then they just die. So I figured Nightmare in Dreamland would be a good place to start. The sun shines on this parasol of mine, where I walk, enemies balk, and I float gently down. How nice. Because I plan on playing pretty much every Kirby game. All parasols are evil. And I figured the second one would be a good place to start because the original Dreamland, I could probably finish it in 1 episode, and I don't really want to do that. Ooh, here we have Tornado. Spin, 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 spin. Ah! There you go. It's a very fast ability. Hold down B to go up, let go to go down, and you just spin on. This is a really good ability. Really nice to have. Alright. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention about the goal game. Here, I'm not going to press anything. And our reward is press A. They tell you to press A to do it. Another thing about the goal game is if you get a 7, then a 6, then a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all in a row for each level, you will get 30 lives. But I'm not going to try that because that would be very hard. Another thing, whenever you restart, I restarted, I turned off the console, you reset back to 2 lives. If you die at 0 lives, it is a game over, and you lose half your points. It's not really a big deal at all. So now, we're going into another minigame. This minigame before was Egg Catcher, which is a very interesting minigame. I'll go into that once we finish this. This is Kirby's Air Grind. This one's really fun. This one's my favorite. So what you do is you hold down A to go, and you release when there are black rails. So we will just go ahead and get started here. So hold down A, and then release and go. The faster you get back on the rail after the black part is you'll get a little speed boost. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to go too early or you'll just spin out and lose a lot of time. So we'll just keep on going, a little goof off. Some of the little zones are really small. There we go. Finish at the rainbow, easy peasy. That one's pretty easy, much easier than Bomb Rally. Alright, 24 seconds, exactly, wow, nice. Same rule, first 3 lives, second 2, third you get 1 up. And actually the music they use in that stage, it's a remix of Green Greens, and it's most well known for Kirby Air Ride. It's used as Rowdy Charge Tank as a little mini game. It's an event that happens that makes all your carts go ballistic and fly super fast, and it plays that music. And Egg Catcher, the original minigame, it was DDD would throw eggs at Kirby, you hold down A to suck them in, but it'd also throw bombs, so you'd have to release A to not suck in the bombs. You'll just get lives depending on how many eggs you get. And the music that they use for Egg Catcher is actually the mini boss theme that they use in a lot of Kirby games. A lot of people know it as Room Guarder, but it debuted in Egg Catcher, which I just learned pretty recently. That enemy the pig was a Gip. Yep, they just reversed pig, and you got Gip. They shoot stars at you, and they just climb around the wall. Fun fact about Gips is they actually, from Kirby's Adventure, they replaced an enemy called a Bounder, which they do pretty much the same thing. They cling to walls, and they look like little skull guys. I never read Needle. Hands off. Here, pointy spikes. There, pokey spikes. Yep, don't touch Needle. Alright, let's keep on going. Off into the distance. Ooh, alright. Here you get a selection of abilities because something special is coming up. A mini boss. This is Grand Wheelie. He just shoots wheels at you. No big deal. And here we get Wheel. Wheel's fun. I love Wheel. I ride like the wind. Fast. Too fast. So what you can do is you just hold down B and go. You can turn around. You cannot jump with Wheel, as with later games. And also a little trick you can do. If you're in the air, right after you jump, you press B, you'll keep some upward momentum. That's a little speedrunning trick that I picked up on. I do not speedrun at all. Not one for speedrunning. I was trying to turn around so I could go over that enemy, but then I just died. That's okay. So this enemy is a Poppy Bros Jr. If you suck them up, they drop whatever they're rolling on. If you attack them with an ability, then the apple dies. So you want to be careful with that, because sometimes they can be jumping on some handy items, and you want to suck them up rather than attacking. So we're just going to keep on wheelie through. Oh, this ability is so fun. So you can just keep on riding. Turn around here. Down in this little crevice, you got a 1-up. Alright. And I noticed when I was doing this, oh, so close. I was a little early last time. So I'm going to have to wait a little bit more on the little goal game. Ooh, Bomb Rally. Okay, I forgot to mention something last time we were here. So I'm going to show this off in Bomb Rally. So what happens, same simple stuff, but I forgot to mention if you press the A button, you will change the direction you are facing. Which I'd recommend not doing that at all because you'll have to press A twice to hit it. Oh yeah, and the bald guy's name is Bubbles. Alright, so see I'm facing towards green. Head towards me. Now I'm facing towards Bubble because I pressed A. And now you always default to left. If you press A, you'll go back to the right. Alright. Let's see if we can actually win this time. Alright. Oh, wow. Okay, that was pretty easy. It is only level 1. There are 3 different levels. From the main menu, you can choose whatever level you want to play. It gets a little harder. Alright, level 3. I like each of the backgrounds shows what you're going to be doing in the level. Like this has the island. So you're going to do an island, and down here, it's down in the ground. And so we start in a little crevice. Parasol's fun, because you can just float on across. And also the thing about Parasol is the Parasol always has a hitbox. So anything that falls on you will take damage. As you're floating, you can press down to fall faster. Alright. And we're going to want sword here, because there's a little thing you can do with sword. Go in here. Because if you have anything else, you can't hit blocks by jumping into them with Kirby's head, so you have to have something that hits above you. And here we have UFO again. And there it goes. I do want to get him, so I'm going to go back in here. Oh wait, he doesn't respawn. I forgot about that. That's fine. I'll show him off later, because I didn't read the description. But it's fine. Oh! Blippers. Okay, there's a funny thing with blippers that chase you. Like this one. If they chase you for about 30 seconds, then they will start running away for some reason. I don't know why they do that. But I guess they just get scared of you after a little while. So then they'll just start running away. They're showing off more little water mechanics, the more we see. This little water squirt, you can hold it down and it'll keep squirting. You don't have like a single bubble attack like a lot of Kirby games, you just have a constant spray. Oh, and this is a Kaboo. They teleport. Let's see if you can get them to teleport. They hop around and they can teleport. He's not gonna teleport. Oh, do I have... Is there an ability down here I can get? Oh, no. Okay. So if I kept sword or UFO, you could hit this block and go get a 1-up over there. But that's about it. There's no secret other than that 1-up. The Brontobert. Oh, that Cappy. He'll get you. He'll fall right on top of your head if you're not careful. Ooh, this is our first battle with the Meta Knights. It's better, I say it's best to go in without an ability because you can just suck them up. They take a few hits if you actually have an ability. You got your Mace Knights, your Axe Knights, these guys. I don't remember their names. I'll probably put it on screen. All you gotta do is suck them up and shoot them at each other. These guys' attacks go through the ground and they electrocute you, which is really annoying. Alright. I do want that health. Because it refills 2, so if I take 1, I still net gain. Which is good. Alright. Let's see if I can actually get a... Ah, no. I got it 2. Alright, I guess going into 4, I could talk about more of what I plan on doing with this channel. Definitely Nintendo games, tons of Kirby. Definitely some Pokemon. I will be playing Pokemon, Zelda, lots of Nintendo stuff. I might branch out a little bit. For the most part, I plan on just doing lots of Nintendo stuff, just keeping it classic. That's what I grew up on, and that's what I know the best. Here are some more Gips clinging to the wall. Get a 1-up. Keep on going. Yeah, that's just a little 1-up room. Ooh, yeah, get some fire. A little more health. When I was editing last time, I noticed that my chair was a little squeaky. So I'm sorry about that if that annoyed you. I got a new chair. It should be much better. Alright, we got stone. No one can hurt me. Look out below. I love the little pictures they have. For whenever you get an ability down in the bottom left, they each have a little picture. The stone one's cute. And here you have Mr. TikTok. He just runs around, rings his bells. He'll shoot out music notes that you can use to attack him. And with stone, you just fall on enemies, and you're invincible the whole time you use it. But if you get caught in something, it could hurt if you come back out. Here we have Mike. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh, baby. Rock on. Can only be used 3 times. There you go. So it's basically Crash that you get 3 uses of, so it's all around just way better than Crash. Here we have, now we can just destroy Scarfies. Just keep on rocking on. Ooh, I'm not gonna kill this guy. Because here we have Laser Ball, which will give us laser. This one's funny. Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. And it ricochets off walls too. So scientific. Kirby's a genius, if you didn't know. It actually is kind of funny, because this is the first game where Kirby gets abilities, he's kind of new to it. So he only gets like 1 move for each, because he hasn't really figured it out yet, which I find kind of funny. I just want to comment on the background. Oh my gosh, the backgrounds in this game are beautiful. For the GBA, this came out on the Game Boy Advance. I'm playing on the Wii U. The sprite work is phenomenal. It is so good. Got another laser ball. They'll just come in, shoot a laser, run away. They can float through walls, which is kind of cheap. And here's some of the ricocheting. You can just keep on bouncing. I'm not going to bother with that because I have full health. Hello, laser ball. Another Shotzo. Okay, these Shotzos, some of them will just face one direction. They'll shoot little bursts of 3. And those are the ones you want to be careful with, because they're usually guarding an area you have to go to. Ah, got it too. It's alright. Oh yeah, and if you get one, you actually don't get any points for it, which is kind of odd. But you did get the 1-up, which is way more helpful. Alright, let's see what we got in the museum. Got laser and fire. Where do I want to go? I'll forget laser so I can get laser. There we go. Ooh, and we also unlocked the arena. You face a mini-boss. And all of them have powers that you can't get from the museum. So you can't get freeze from the museum. So they just relegate it to this little area. And you'll always get a maximum tomato after you finish. Alright, on to 5. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about with the cannons. The Shotzos. Yeah, they'll face one direction and just keep shooting. And these parasols are ruthless. They will chase you all over the place. They're heat-seeking parasols. Oh, yeah, gotta be careful there. And there, a little pet brew falls from, or a peppy tonic, I should say. I will probably refer to them as pet brews because this is like the only game where they're referred to as peppy tonics. Alright, we got wheelie again. I always forget that you can't jump. Ooh, okay. And here we have a naughty, which will give us sleep. And you will just fall asleep. And you can't do anything. So it's not a very good ability. It's kind of just a joke. You just fall asleep. Do not disturb. I need my beauty rest. Ah, Kirby is already beautiful. He doesn't need speedy rest. Yep, you just sleep. Doesn't restore health or anything. And then you got a little drool. How adorable. Alright, yes, I need that health because I was asleep. Oh. Alright, yeah, Kaboos like to just fly out at you from nowhere. Oh, and here we have metal blocks. These can only be broken by a very few amount of abilities. Burning is one of them. And also, double stars. If you suck in 2 enemies and you shoot it at this, it'll break. Which is nice to know. Here we go, got burning in here. In Kirby's Adventure, this is actually called Fireball. I don't know why they changed the name. But I kind of like burning, but Fireball is a cool name too. It doesn't really matter. Alright, just gonna keep getting these 1-ups. Don't get hit by that guy. And can just fly through these Gordos, because burning makes you invincible as you're going. I never really showed off much of Cutter, so let's get Cutter. Go. And then random 2 Gordos. Oh, these are Starmen. They'll give you high jump. High jump is cool. I like high jump. High jump is actually a little bit deeper than you'd think. Oh, and that's a bomber. They give you crash. And when they explode, they have a much larger radius than you would imagine. Oh, this is what I was talking about. You suck them in, you get their tomato. And you kill your ability. Yeah, if you shoot a star at a star, it will destroy it. So with high jump, speaking of high jump, if you, oh sweet, I got a 1. So high jump, if you press B, you'll jump high up in the air. But also, if you press B again in the air, you'll do a little burst around you, and it'll stop all your momentum, but that burst does damage. So if you mash B, you'll kind of just jump up and then fall back down, and jump up and fall back down. So you don't want to mash B. And here we have Warp Star. This will just take you back to any level you've already been to. Now we're back at level 1. Yep. That's it. Alright. Back to level 2. Just wanted to show that off. Nothing too big. It's helpful when you get into more levels. Alright. Time for the boss. This boss is pretty fun. I like this boss. This is Paint Roller. This is a cool boss. So what he does is he runs around on his little roller skates with his little rock on sign. He just copies abilities. Does this give you crash? It does give you crash, but I don't want to use that because it will do a lot of damage. So each of his little drawings will give you a certain ability. Car will give you wheel. You want to be careful with his rolling pattern. Parasol. Ooh, I want to show something with Parasol. So what you can do, because let's see if he'll stay up. Yeah, with Parasol's hitbox, you can just stay under here and just keep hitting him, which is kind of fun to do. There's Ball. It gives you the ball ability, of course. I'll show that off later. Ball's probably one of my favorite abilities in all of Kirby. Here's a little fake Kirby. Let's see what else he can give us. He has a few more things he can draw. A Waddle Dee. That doesn't give you an ability. What else you got? Another Parasol. Oh, he keeps going back and forth. I keep expecting him to go down. Jeez, he really likes Parasols. Alright, I don't want to die here. What has he got? Okay, this will give you Spark. Oh, finally he goes down. Oh, that's what I get for wanting to show stuff off, but that's okay. I probably would have killed him before he had everything anyway, so it's fine. I do love this guy's design. He's just rolling around at the speed of paint. Got some wheel. Don't run into me, guy. Alright, what do we got? Parasol. He has one more he can draw, and I really want to show it off. If he'll ever draw it. Because it makes this fight a breeze if you get that last drawing. Nope, gonna stick with the regular ones. I'm gonna keep stalling until he draws that last one. Nope. Come on, guy, you know you want to draw it. Nope. Just gonna keep on going around. Hello, fake Kirby. I just noticed Kirby has a weird little black pixel on his face. That fake one. Jeez, this guy. He does not want to draw that final thing. Alright. Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna finish him off because this is taking way too long. I apologize for that, but you can't really control it. The last thing you can draw is a mic, and it will give you the mic ability, which makes this fight super easy because you can just use mic 3 times and it does a ton of damage. Alright. Oh, Butter Building. I can't wait to get into this one. Butter Building's amazing. But that was Ice Cream Island. Nice little introduction. A little second area getting you all warmed up. That'll do it for this episode. Next time we'll get started on Butter Building. Oh, I can't wait. So, thank you all for watching. It has been an absolute pleasure to play for you. And until then, sweet dreams.